Hi, I'm Peggy, here in the Frigidaire Pizza Kitchen, and I can't wait to show you how to turn your own kitchen into a pizzeria. In this video, I'll walk you through everything you need to know to master stone-baked pizza mode, from setup to cleaning and pro tips. But before getting into stone-baked pizza mode, here are some general things you need to know. First, access general settings to do things like turn on your oven light, set the clock, adjust volume levels, screen brightness, and more. Second, before doing any baking, whether it's stone-baked pizza or convection bake, we suggest running a pre-bake cycle at 350 degrees for 30 minutes with nothing at all in the oven. Now let's talk pizza. Stone-baked pizza mode is designed for fresh dough only, so do not use frozen or par-baked pizzas in stone-baked mode. The pizza won't cook properly, and that could damage the pizza stone. When you want to make frozen or par-baked pizzas, we've got another great option for you. You can use either our no preheat or convection baking modes and follow the instructions on the package, but remove the pizza shield and stone. Your oven comes complete with a pizza stone, a pizza shield, and a pizza peel. One thing to call out is the peel types for stone-baked pizza varies by model number. One is wood and one is metal. Both function the same. Today I'll be cooking pizzas in our electric range and wall oven, so I'll be using the wood peel. One thing that makes this oven so easy to use is the touchscreen digital control panel that guides you through the pizza making process from start to finish, so you don't have to be a chef or pizza expert to make delicious pizzas. A few things that I have found incredibly helpful when using this stone-baked pizza mode is to make sure your sound is on to hear timing alerts and turn your oven light on too. To make sure your audio is on or change the volume, and to turn on the oven light, select Menu Option, go to General Settings, and select Volume Level. One thing to mention as you are getting started, sometimes the pizza stone can produce a slight odor the first time you use it. It's perfectly normal and should go away the next time. Also, this is a good time to remind you to use your hood or microwave ventilation system. What I love about this stone-baked pizza mode is how easy it is to get started. To get started on a range, you place the top oven rack on position 7, and for wall ovens, place the top oven rack on position 5. Then, slide out the rack halfway, place the shield on top of the rack, making sure the grooves of the shield lock onto the rack. Next, set the stone inside the recessed area of the shield. You don't need to oil or season the stone, it's ready to go. Now, on the display, press on. Select stone-baked pizza, tap next, then start. Preheating will take up to 30 minutes. Now it's time for the fun part. While it's preheating, that's when you can start making your pizzas. Stone-baked pizza works great with homemade dough, as well as doughs you can buy directly from your local grocery store. The stone is 15 by 15 inches, so the largest size pizza you can make is a 14-inch pie. Store-bought fresh pizza dough usually comes in 16-ounce packages, like this, more than is needed for a large 14-inch pizza. I like to cut it in half and use it for 2 personal 10-inch pizzas. Regardless of where or how you make your dough, making sure it's proofed and at the right temperature is critical. Proofing allows your dough to rest and rise, giving the yeast time to activate and produce air bubbles. This is what makes the crust light, airy, and chewy, instead of flat or tough. Here are a few ways you can proof your dough. Place it in a container or lightly floured bowl, and cover with a damp towel or plastic wrap to prevent drying. Let it sit at room temperature for at least 1 hour or until it becomes soft, slightly puffy, and easy to stretch. If you want a faster or more controlled proof, use your oven's bread proof setting. Lightly oil a bowl and place your dough inside. Then cover with plastic wrap or a towel. Select bread proof on your Frigidaire oven and let it rest inside for 30 to 45 minutes. Remove the bowl once the dough has doubled in size. To see if it's ready, gently poke your finger into the dough. If it springs back slowly and leaves a slight indentation, it's ready to shape. A great way to prep ahead is to make a big batch of dough and freeze the individual dough balls separately. Frozen dough works great, but you need to give it time to properly thaw. For overnight thawing, remove the dough from the freezer and place it in the refrigerator, still in the packaging or in a lightly oiled sealed container. Let it thaw overnight for 8 to 12 hours. For same-day thawing, remove the frozen dough from the packaging and place it in a lightly oiled bowl. Cover with plastic wrap or a towel, then let it sit at room temperature for 4 to 5 hours until it's soft and pliable. Now that your dough is ready, it's time to shape it. There are a couple ways to do this. Use a flat, floured surface to shape the dough by hand, pressing your fingertips into the crust and pushing out like this. For a lighter and airier crust, we suggest letting gravity help shape the dough. So you want to pick it up and move it like a steering wheel. And keep stretching it until you can see light through the dough. If you're new to this, you might want to just use a rolling pin. Just flour your rolling pin a little bit, and then go ahead and roll it out to whatever size you want. This will mean that your pizza might be a little less airy, but it will be more uniform in thickness. You want to stretch or roll out your dough to a thickness of about 1/4 inch or less. Before you top the pizza, put it on the peel. First, you want to sprinkle your peel with a little of cornmeal or semolina flour. Not too much. And then put it right on there and shape it again into whatever shape you like. Now add your sauce, cheese, and pre-cooked toppings. Be careful not to overload the pizza. Too many toppings or sauce can make the crust soggy and stick to the peel. For a 10 to 14 inch pizza, I recommend about 1/4 cup of sauce or up to 1/2 cup and about 3/4 to 1 cup of cheese. Make sure your proteins like chicken, sausage, bacon, and seafood are all pre-cooked. When it comes to pizza, cheese isn't just a topping, it's a key ingredient that affects melt, stretch, texture, and even how crisp your crust turns out. Fresh mozzarella, which is my favorite, has a high moisture content, so it works really well with high heat cooking. It melts into creamy, delicious pools and gives you that artisan look and taste. You can also use bagged shredded mozzarella. It's low moisture and part skim, so it melts evenly and browns nicely. Use one or the other or mix them together. If you want to add fresh ingredients like basil and arugula, do that after cooking for the best flavor. Okay, so now your pizza is ready for the oven. First, give the peel a shake. If it sticks, you can sprinkle a little cornmeal underneath the dough, or if you happen to have an offset spatula, you can use that to shimmy underneath the dough, like so, and that should do the trick. Make sure you wipe off excess cornmeal or flour before you place it into the oven. Your oven is finished preheating and is ready for pizza. So now what? First off, if that preheat ends and you are still prepping your pizzas, no worries. The stone-baked pizza setting will hold and wait for you. If you're worried about inserting the pizza into the oven, it's totally normal, and I've got some tips. Frigidaire designed the pizza shield with exactly that in mind. The shield has this back guard that serves 2 functions. 1, it helps prevent the pizza from sliding off the back of the pizza stone. 2, it helps me remove the pizza from the peel. So you're ready to insert the pizza? Go ahead and give the pizza one final shake to make sure it's not sticking, and add some cornmeal to the spot if it is. Then open the door fully. Aim the front edge of the peel toward the back of the oven, lightly tapping the back guard with the peel's tip. This quick motion helps shift the pizza forward. As the crust starts to catch on the hot stone, gently pull the peel straight back, allowing the pizza to glide off and settle evenly onto the stone. Go ahead and close your oven door and make sure you hit start and stay close by. This pizza cooks in as little as 2 minutes. If you notice the dough hanging off the edge of the stone or slightly off center, don't worry. Use the peel to nudge the dough back onto the stone quickly and carefully. Then close the oven door and let the baking begin. If toppings or cheese fall on the stone at any point in time, leave it alone. The high heat will burn it off, and once the stone is cooled down, you can wipe it off. If you are making multiple pizzas, during the reheat cycle, you can use the peel to push any debris to the back of the stone. As with all cooking on a pizza stone, leftover or excess flour or debris may cause smoking or small flames. If flames appear, this is completely normal. Keep the oven door closed. The flames will extinguish themselves. After 2 minutes, the pizza should be cooked. Open the door and check your pizza. If it's cooked to your liking, go ahead and take it out. If you want to cook it a little longer for more char or to caramelize the toppings more, you can add 15 seconds by selecting plus 15S. If you're making another pizza, tap continue to begin a 3 to 5 minute reheat. If you're done making pizza, press cancel. One frequently asked question is, how many pizzas can I make in a row? The answer is as many as you like. You just need to allow for the reheat time in between each cycle. Just one thing to call out, read the prompts on the display carefully. If you hit cancel and decide you want to make another pizza, you'll need to wait another 30 minutes before starting again. When you're done, turn off the oven and let the stone and shield cool inside the oven for at least 1 hour. Make sure you use oven mitts when you take the shield and stone out of the oven. Once the stone and shield are completely cooled down, just sweep off the crumbs with a dry towel, like so. Or if you have a brush, that works great too. And one thing to note is that discoloration of your stone and shield is completely normal over time, and it won't affect performance or taste. Some important things to not do with your stone. Do not submerge the pizza stone in water. Do not use any soap or chemicals to clean the stone, and do not clean the stone in the dishwasher. When you're not making fresh pizzas, the stone and shield can be stored in the bottom storage drawer of your range. Simply place the shield in the storage drawer face side down, and then place the stone on top. Do not store your peel in the storage drawer. Here are a few important reminders. Stone-baked pizza mode is designed for fresh dough, not frozen or pre-baked crusts. Using frozen pizzas can damage your stone and ruin your pizza. Let your dough rest at room temperature for at least 1 hour. Allow the full preheat time. A super hot stone is the secret to getting that crisp, restaurant-quality crust in just 2 minutes. Dust your peel with a half tablespoon of cornmeal to prevent sticking. Too much can cause smoke or small flames at high heat. Before sliding your pizza into the oven, give the peel a quick shake. If it sticks, lift gently and add more cornmeal, or you could use an offset spatula to loosen the dough from the peel. Fresh mozzarella adds rich flavor but has a lot of moisture, so I suggest patting it dry with a paper towel before placing it on the pizza. The pizza cooks in as little as 2 minutes. Stay nearby, listen for alerts, and be ready with the peel at the 30-second countdown. Always allow the stone and shield to cool completely before removing them from the oven. Wait at least 1 hour. And that's it. Now you're ready to start making stone-baked pizzas that are hot, crispy, and packed with flavor right at home. So gather your favorite ingredients, get creative with your toppings, and most of all, have fun with it.